The most selfish thing that a human being can do is leave an empty shopping cart in a parking space. Yeah, if you've done that, shame on you. You're telling me you can meander 2.5 miles inside Costco, and the moment you get to your vehicle, you're like, not another step. Timed out my physical endurance down to this moment. Can't push it 20 feet. Help everyone else out. That's why I don't even care. You guys can try this too. Every time I'm inside a grocery store, I take someone else's cart. Do it, full of food, take it. It is so much faster. And you get to try new things. Do it. It's not wrong. Tell me how that's wrong. That's not stealing. What could they possibly even say to you? Excuse me, I gathered that. Just say thanks and they can regather. You know the route. And that's how I found out that I like hummus. You know what else is not stealing? Putting an extra bike lock on a stranger's bike. It's insane that bike locks are legal, that they're just available to the public. You have any idea the amount of power that you wield with your imagination in a bike lock? There's so many things. Like, you could just walk past a Baskin Robbins and be like, you're closed. It is so arbitrary what we need permission to buy and what we don't. You have to show photo ID in a hobby shop to buy paint. Yet all of us here are just one Amazon click away from buying orange cones and making traffic go wherever we want. I had to renew my license recently. In California, every 10 years or so, you have to make the trip to the DMV and retake the picture, right? I always hate it, right? Then 3 years goes by, and I wish I looked that good. But how about that Costco ID membership picture, right? No amount of time ever goes by that I wish I looked like that Walking Dead version of my face. Costco's $1 billion industry. They can only afford a camera with like 7 pixels. That the only thing that doesn't come in bulk? Like, they have better cameras they sell in the store. They could just grab one, write it off, and use it forever. But they don't. You know why? No one ever looks at that picture. It doesn't matter. I walk in, I flash in my library card. They don't care. This is a dumb idea in the first place. What, are they afraid someone's gonna sneak in and buy stuff? I live in Burbank, California. I have a landline telephone, came with the tiny house that I rent. And I was talking to my neighbor in our front yards. This guy's nosy. Some of us have that neighbor. He very casually threw this into the conversation. He was like, hey, Kellen, the other day I picked up part of a conversation from your cordless phone through my baby monitor. Yeah, that's a real thing. I didn't know. I also didn't know how to respond. He's just smiling like a weirdo. So I said, actually, I don't have a cordless phone. Oh, but occasionally, I do stand in your baby's room and talk to him. My buddy was telling me about that movie, The Revenant. I haven't seen it. I might. I just didn't agree with his reason for encouraging me to watch the film. He was like, you gotta see it. Leonardo DiCaprio finally won the Oscar for that film, and it's a good thing he won the Oscar because he worked so hard on that movie. And that's where I disagree. My friend said it's a good thing he won that Oscar because he worked so hard on that movie. They shot it for 9 months in the blistering cold of Canada. He walked through those rivers himself. He lost 35 pounds during those 9 months. Isn't that amazing? And I said, if you think that's amazing, you severely underestimate what I would do for $20 million. Like, there's not a person in this room who wouldn't do everything that he did for that amount of money, right? If he acted well, give him the Oscar for that, but not just because he worked for almost a year. $20 million, he lost 35 pounds. I would get down to 35 pounds.